Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a long-time watcher, then welcome back. This is actually take 2 of everything right now. I had everything almost filmed. We were about to cut some tubing over here. We had already talked about all this stuff. And then the UPS driver showed up and I got my mic and I got a little hold thingy to hold my phone with the mic. We got this thing right here. This thing's pretty cool. It's really bright. Watch your eyes. So we can go really bright. Like, that's aggressive. So that thing's pretty cool. So we got that. So we're going to be using that more. But yeah, we'll go over here and talk about the car now. So here's what we got going right now. Done quite a bit of work since you guys have last seen it. Finished these up here, and I wish I didn't have to splice this right here. I really wish I didn't, but my bender doesn't bend that close together, so we just kind of made it work. Got a sidebar going across yet that I have not welded. Got some tabs built here, got that all in there. This is really secure. I'm waiting on a new grommet. This is a grommet I had. I'm waiting on a grommet. Ordered one of those. But today we're gonna make another one of these pipes. I just kind of bent one and seen how it looked, and I kind of like it. So we're gonna get a plate and get a plate cut out, weld it in there, get this pipe bent up with this tube, and then hopefully, if I can get my ass in gear, we'll get these 2 sections there plated up and ready for, because that's where I'm gonna have the bumper mount to, is those plates right there. So we're gonna drill them and maybe weld a nut behind there, maybe tap the threads. I'm not sure yet. But that's the plan. Got all that plated in. I got the braces on. It's all looking pretty good. So over here, actually I need to go throw away my box real quick. But over here, we're gonna cut it. I think that is like 22 inch, or yeah, 22 inches. Oh, 23, I lied. So that's 23 inches there. We're just kind of getting a chunk out so we can go stick it in the bender and start bending and see what happens. All right, so we're gonna bend this little tube here at 80 degrees. I thought about doing 90 on the first one. 90's too much. So we're gonna use the old Rogue fabrication bender here. Headphone users, I apologize. That air compressor is gonna get loud. I'll try and cut it out, but. So first order of business when you're using any bender, at least in my opinion, you need to lube the dies for sure. There you go. Perfect, that is. No creases, nothing. Nice thing is. Alright guys, we're going to build that plate that we're going to weld that tube to. So here's a little piece of flat steel that I have. Honestly, I don't even remember the size. Let's see here, it's 1.5 inches. Nothing crazy. So we're going to cut this at 3 3/4 this way, lop it off, bring it over to the, I might even bring it over to you guys. We're just going to pretty much clean it up, clean all the mill scale off of it, get it ready for paint and welding. So yeah, let's go cut this thing real quick. Alright guys, so this is our finished product here. Everything's nice and cleaned up. I always make sure to take all the mill scale off of all of this. Sorry, the light is really bright. Make sure to take all this off, mainly because it looks better. For one, it's prep for paint. Two, if by any chance you need to weld something to this or do anything with this, it's already prepped. So once it's on the car, I'm already going to weld that tube to it, so I won't have to re-prep it or anything. It'll just be ready to go. Just clean a little bit of the welding dust off of there, and then you're good to go. So alright, I'm going to go clean the frame up, and we will hopefully get this thing tacked in there. Alrighty, we got the frame all cut off here. Well, not cut off, but cleaned off. So now we're going to take our little clamp here. So this is what we're going to weld onto this piece right here. So we're going to bring this out just a little bit here so we can get a good weld in there. Make sure that is squared up. Clamp that off. Alright. Let's get this thing tacked in here. We got the welder set at 210, 15.3. Alright, like I said, look how perfect that looks. Alright, so now I'm going to get that pipe that we bent up and get it kind of cut to fit from over there down to here, and we'll go from there. We still got something smoldering in there. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to get that fitted from here to here, and I'll bring you guys back when we are there and get ready to weld it in. Okay, so we got this pretty much notched out here. Got that all cut up there. So, just like the other side here, I guess I should have kind of cleaned this off before we started this. But, oh well, we'll blow it all off before we go full weld. So, go just like that. So I'm going to tack that in, beat that around just a little bit, get it nice and perfect to the same exact as the other side. Alright, so wherever my tape measure ran off to be, I gotta go find that. Well, I'll be honest with you folks, it's not the most square thing in the world, but it looks okay. It is definitely not me. That's about an 1/8 inch off. But you know what? Good enough for women I date. Get that just a little bit higher though. Alright, scratch that. We're moving this up. That's gonna bug me. So we'll rip it off again. Gonna be a little bit of a gap, but I don't really care. You know, honestly, it tightened this gap up down here, but it made this one just a little bit bigger. But I think Oh yeah, that is much better. If they're gonna be off, shit, that's right on the money right there. Looky there. Alright, so since this is perfect, since I'm perfect, you know, because we all know that, I think we're going to go ahead and weld this bad boy in. I'm going to just kind of do a quick walk around. Make sure before you weld anything in anything, do a walk around. Just get up, walk around it, eyeball it, and make sure, because I put this tube in up here, looked perfect and everything, put the radiator in there, everything looked fine. Did a walk around. Oh my god, it was so crooked. I had to take this whole thing apart. It took me like a solid evening to fix that. So make sure to do a walk around before you fully weld it. So I'm gonna get you guys set up a little bit differently here so you guys can watch. Alright, so we're gonna do some experimenting with the welder here. We're at 239s and 17.7. Just wild, but and I apologize about that thing being so loud. I think it's just obnoxious. It never shuts up. So we're gonna lay base bead and then cover over it because it's a decent little gap here. So. Alright, well, after getting all of that super hot, got all that filled in, we're going to actually pull the radiator out real quick. Alright, so we got that other one welded in. This is kind of a fresh start right here. So we'll go ahead and get this one welded up. Alrighty, well there she is. We're gonna go ahead and call that a video right there. It's getting pretty late. I didn't quite get as much done as I had hoped for, but we got everything welded on. See what I'm talking about, man? I mean, if you're not going for, you know, to brag or anything, tack welding, that shit looks good. Like, I'm sorry, but it does. We've got all this kind of blended in here. Same with over here, real nice and blended in there. Still got to blend this in here. It's shaping up pretty good. Tomorrow we'll cap the ends there and get those ready. Hopefully I can get that kit ordered and I can get the LS here and we can throw it in there. Alright guys, so you know the routine. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch this build continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, like I said, tomorrow, the next video, I'll probably knock those plates out over there, and we'll be going from there. But like I said, as soon as we get that that swap kit here and we get an LS here, I already have the transmission right there. Just need to get a clutch for it. But we're getting places. We are getting places, and this is gonna turn out pretty good, hopefully. So, all right, guys. You guys take it easy, stay safe, and keep it running powerful out there.